Solo Leveling, Volume 7, by Chugong. The narrative continues in the aftermath of President Gun Hee-go's assassination and Jinwoo Sung's public declaration to hunt down the monarchs responsible. The Hunters Association of Korea holds an executive meeting to address the sudden vacancy. Vice President Jinchul Woo presides, and after deliberation, the board recommends the surveillance team's manager, Jinchul Woo, as the new president. Jinchul, initially surprised and feeling unqualified due to his age and rank compared to board members, questions the decision. The vice president explains privately that Jinchul's established relationship with Jinwoo Sung, now Korea's and arguably the world's most crucial hunter, makes him the only viable candidate capable of liaising with such overwhelming power. Recognizing the strategic necessity, Jinchul reluctantly accepts the immense responsibility. Jinwoo, meanwhile, learns of Jinchul's promotion while still clearing remnant magic beasts in Japan. He is genuinely pleased for his acquaintance. He continues hunting, encountering durable tree-type magic beasts, eventually leveling up to 133. His shadow soldier, Beru, contacts him telepathically, sensing an impending transformation, level up, and requesting focused hunting to expedite it. Intrigued by the prospect of Beru reaching a rank beyond general, Jinwoo agrees. He summons his entire shadow army from their various posts across Japan, recalling commanders like Igris, Fang, Jima, Tank, Greed, and No 6, intending to personally power-level Beru. Just as he prepares, Igris also indicates he is close to leveling up. Jinwoo decides to hunt alongside both marshals to maximize their experience gain. Back in Korea, Tavis Andre arrives unexpectedly at the Ajin Guild office, seeking Jinwoo. Vice President Jin Ho-yu and the guild staff endure a tense wait, unable to reach Jinwoo, who has been out of contact while hunting in Japan. Shortly after Thomas's arrival, Lennart Neirmann of Germany also appears, having made an appointment to consult with Jinwoo about the monarch threat. Just as Thomas grows impatient, Jinwoo returns, his clothes bearing the marks of intense battle. Thomas reveals he has come to deliver the promised gift, the Kamish's Wrath daggers. Before accepting, Jinwoo needs to test his newly leveled up marshals. He arranges to borrow an A-rank gate from the Hunters Guild, much to Hae-in Cha's slight exasperation, as his first contact in a while is business-related. Inside the borrowed dungeon, Jinwoo unleashes Beru, who has now achieved the rank of marshal, clad in formidable black armor and exuding significantly more power. Beru easily obliterates the A-rank monsters, stunning the observing Hunters Guild members, who arrive later to find only carnage. Hae-in correctly guesses the destruction was wrought by one of Jinwoo's minions. Returning to the Ajin Guild office, Jinwoo finally meets Tavis Andre again. Thomas presents the gift, 2 daggers crafted from the fang of the dragon Kamish. The daggers, named Kamish's Wrath, possess an astonishing base attack power of plus 1,500 and resonate with Jinwoo's mana, adjusting their weight and radiating a powerful aura. Deeply impressed and grateful, Jinwoo accepts the unparalleled weapons. As they converse, both S-rank hunters sense an immense presence. Rushing to the window, they witness a colossal gate materializing in the sky above Seoul, far larger than any previously recorded. Jinwoo recognizes its similarity to the gate depicted in the memories shared by the architect. This unprecedented event throws the world into panic. Jinwoo investigates the gate, flying up on Kaisel, but finds the black membrane impenetrable, unlike normal gates. He receives a call from the Hunters Association of Japan, confirming his request. Since the appearance of the Seoul Gate, all other gates worldwide have vanished. This confirms Jinwoo's suspicion that this gate is unique and connected to the monarch's plans. The Japanese representative expresses gratitude for Jinwoo's past help and wishes Korea well, acknowledging Jinwoo as their best hope. Jinwoo, realizing the gravity, estimates about 6 days remain before a potential dungeon break. As global anxiety mounts, President Jinchul Woo takes decisive action, summoning all available Korean hunters to Seoul, establishing a unified defense line despite the risks of leaving other areas potentially vulnerable. Jinwoo spends time with his family, reassuring his worried mother, Kyung-hee Park, and sister Jin-ah, though Kyung-hee senses his underlying tension. Unable to train effectively, with no dungeons available, Jinwoo borrows the Hunter Association's gym from Jinchul to test Kamish's Wrath. He uses a seed dropped by a tree-type magic beast boss to spawn an ironclad tree. He first has the newly ranked Marshal Beru attack it, confirming the tree's immense physical defense. Then, wielding Kamish's wrath, Jinwoo effortlessly slices through the tree's tough limbs. Infusing the daggers with his mana, he unleashes their power, obliterating the tree and accidentally destroying a large section of the reinforced gym wall, shocking himself and Beru with the dagger's destructive potential. He apologizes to Jinchul and arranges for his ant soldiers to repair the damage. Jinwoo takes Hae and Cha on a much-needed day off. They visit the amusement park where Jinwoo's father disappeared into a gate years ago. Shielded from the public by his night soldiers, they find the rides underwhelming due to their enhanced senses. Seeking genuine excitement, Jinwoo summons Kaizal. They soar through the sky, experiencing storms and scenic vistas, culminating in a breathtaking sunset over the ocean. Jinwoo shares his connection to the amusement park, and Haein expresses her gratitude for his help and protection. He then takes her to the secluded forest in Japan, where they lie down and gaze at the star-filled night sky, sharing a moment of peace and connection, holding hands. The next day, tabloids publish photos of their outing, sparking power couple speculation. At the White Tiger Guild, President Yunho Bak dismisses the headline, noting Jinwoo's power eclipses any potential partners. He senses an unnatural chill in the air, realizing it's not pollution, but an ominous mist. Jinwoo awakens next to Haein in the forest. While washing up, he notices strange, silver-leafed saplings growing, emanating faint magic, evidence of the world subtly changing. He takes Haein to a nearby hotel for breakfast and cleaning up via Kaizal. Suddenly, chaos erupts in Seoul. A monstrous, bestial man appears near the Hunters Association, killing a newly awakened B-rank hunter and gruesomely consuming the body. This is the Fang Monarch, King of Beasts, declaring his hunt on humanity. Lennart Neirmann attempts to intervene, but is stopped by Thomas Andre, who recognizes the threat and engages the monarch. Their initial clash is brutal, with Thomas seemingly gaining the upper hand, smashing the Fang Monarch into a building. However, Thomas feels uneasy. The monarch seems unfazed. The Fang Monarch reveals his true, terrifying white werewolf form, easily overpowering Thomas, crushing his hands and arms, and savagely mauling him. Lennart bravely attacks to save Thomas, but knows he is hopelessly outmatched. As the Fang Monarch prepares to devour Lennart, Jinwoo arrives via shadow exchange, using the soldier attached to Lennart, having been alerted by Jinchul Woo after attempts to contact him via the now destroyed soldier with Thomas failed. Jinwoo instantly repels the Fang Monarch, saving Lennart. He instructs Lennart to take the grievously injured Thomas to safety. Jinwoo confronts the Fang Monarch, who is surprised by the human vessel wielding the Shadow Monarch's power. Suddenly, the Frost Monarch materializes from the surrounding mist, followed by the Plague Monarch, Queen of Insects, who forms from a swarm emerging from the sewers. They reveal they laid a trap, silencing Jinwoo's shadow soldiers to lure him in. The system announces the three monarchs have designated Jinwoo as an enemy. The dormant black heart within Jinwoo pounds fiercely. Outnumbered, Jinwoo smirks, realizing the monarchs are the ones surrounded, and summons his entire shadow army. A massive battle ensues. The Frost Monarch instantly freezes Jinwoo's army with a powerful ice spell. Undeterred, Jinwoo engages the three monarchs alone. Relying on his incredible speed, ruler's authority, and the devastating power of Kamish's wrath, he dodges the Plague Monarch's poison, nullified by his passive skill, parries the Fang Monarch's claws, managing to wound the beast, and clashes with the Frost Monarch's ice magic. He targets the Frost Monarch first, seeking vengeance for President Go. Despite landing blows, Jinwoo is overwhelmed by the coordinated assault. Beru, driven by instinct to protect his king, forcefully breaks free from the ice prison and attacks the Plague Monarch, creating a crucial diversion. Jinwoo presses his attack, managing to injure the Frost Monarch and fend off the Fang Monarch. He then focuses on the Plague Monarch, unleashing a relentless barrage with mutilation, overcoming her regeneration, and finally killing her, leveling up multiple times. Distracted by his victory, he is caught off guard. The Fang Monarch impales him from behind with his claws, piercing vital organs. Simultaneously, the Frost Monarch stabs him through the heart with an ice dagger. Mortally wounded, Jinwoo collapses, forcing Beru back into his shadow to save him. As Jinwoo loses consciousness, the system announces his death, but notes the presence of the Black Heart, activating the passive skill, Unknown, revealed as Evolution. Jinwoo awakens in what seems like the hospital room from after the double dungeon incident. Jinchul Woo questions him, but events replay slightly differently, hinting it's not reality. Jinwoo dismisses Jinchul, accesses his status window, confirming his level 146 and skills are intact, though shadow soldiers are gone, and realizes he's in a constructed reality or memory. Jinna visits, appearing younger and free from past trauma. Jinwoo briefly relives getting his re-evaluation, again measuring as unmeasurable, and confronting Taesik Kang. He meets President Go again, proposing the Jeju Island raid in exchange for rule changes regarding minions. He relives clearing Jeju, raising Beru again, but the emptiness persists. He confronts the illusion, demanding the creator reveal themselves. The world dissolves into darkness, and the original Shadow Monarch, Ashbourne, appears. Ashbourne explains their shared existence and Jinwoo's unique situation. He reveals the true history, the cosmic war between the rulers, originally envoys of light, and the monarchs, born of darkness, the supreme being's indifference, the rulers' rebellion and slaying of their creator, the subsequent war between rulers and monarchs. Ashbourne's own complex history, initially a loyal envoy, betrayed, becoming the Shadow Monarch, siding with monarchs, then betrayed by them. The ruler's eventual victory, using the Cup of Reincarnation to repeatedly reset time on Earth to prepare it and humanity, creating hunters for the inevitable final conflict, and the monarch's plan to use human vessels. Ashbourne explains he chose Jinwoo as his vessel due to Jinwoo's constant proximity to death and will to survive, overriding the architect's system designed merely to prepare a body. Ashbourne offers Jinwoo a choice: remain in this peaceful dream world of death, or return to the harsh reality to fight. Jinwoo chooses reality, accepting his destiny. Ashbourne, finding peace, returns to the void as the system deletes itself, removing all restrictions on Jinwoo's power, and fully awakening him as the true Shadow Monarch. Jinwoo awakens back in the real world at the exact moment of his death. His father, Jinwoo Sung, wielding a ruler's power, materializes, having protected Jinwoo's body. Jinwoo fights the Frost and Fang monarchs. The Fang monarch, terrified, flees. Jinwoo battles the Frost monarch fiercely, but is overwhelmed as the ruler's power consumes his human form. Jinwoo, now fully powered, intervenes. His marshals, Igris and Beru, are instantly freed and empowered. Jinwoo effortlessly repels the Frost monarch. He senses the Fang monarch hiding in a jungle and pursues him via shadow exchange, leaving the Frost monarch terrified and trapped by Igris, Beru, and Jinwoo. Jinwoo confronts the Fang monarch, who attempts to feign submission. Jinwoo rejects the plea, stating the beast must pay for wounding him. He easily overwhelms and kills the Fang monarch. Returning instantly, Jinwoo confronts the Frost monarch, showing him the Fang monarch's severed ear as proof. Jinwoo declares vengeance for President Go and himself, brutally overpowering and destroying the Frost monarch. As the world celebrates Jinwoo's apparent victory, Jinwoo finds his father, Jinwoo, whose body is disintegrating. Jinwoo expresses his pride and love before turning to ash. Grief-stricken and enraged, Jinwoo unleashes a global roar in the monarch's language, vowing retribution. The world reacts to Jinwoo's victory with relief and awe, unaware of the true scale of the conflict or the loss of Jinwoo's father. Jinwoo, needing to process and plan, departs with Jinho Yu. He merges his original shadow soldiers with Ashbourne's inherited army, now commanding over 130,000 soldiers, including Grand Marshal Bellion and 3 dragons. He trains his army in the secluded Japanese forest, assessing their capabilities. Beru challenges Bellion for the Grand Marshal title. Jinwoo allows the duel, witnessing Bellion's superior skill and strength. He designates Bellion his right hand, Beru his left, and Igris to guard his back, consolidating his command structure. Realizing he must warn the world, Jinwoo convenes representatives from nations worldwide in Seoul. He reveals the truth about the monarchs, the rulers, and the impending invasion from the 8 remaining gates, demonstrating his power by creating gates. He advises mass evacuation, causing global panic, but also skepticism from hunters like Jay Mills in Canada. Jinwoo decides to intercept the army closest to Korea first, heading to China. Jinwoo arrives in China, greeted by Chugong Liu. He positions his vast shadow army alongside the assembled international hunter forces beneath the massive Chinese gate. As the gate opens, it is revealed to be empty, confusing everyone. Jinwoo realizes the monarchs have fainted, concentrating their forces elsewhere. He urgently contacts Adam White in Canada, who confirms the Canadian gate is also opening, releasing only a single red-haired figure. Jinwoo recognizes the description of the Dragon King, the monarch of destruction. He frantically tells Adam to flee, but it's too late. The Dragon King instantly incinerates the Canadian hunters, including Jay Mills. Dragons and countless other magic beasts pour from the gate. Through his Shadow Soldier's connection, Jinwoo witnesses Adam's final moments before the Dragon King destroys the soldier, severing the link and causing Jinwoo intense pain. The volume ends with Jinwoo realizing his grave miscalculation and the true beginning of the apocalyptic war, as the Dragon King's army begins its devastating invasion of Earth. If you enjoyed this book breakdown, please consider liking this video and subscribing to get notified when we post our next book.